Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over a user allow list sign up restriction. This is, used mainly for like member only type setups where you want specific users, right, who have maybe passed an onboarding or whatever the case may be to be able to sign up to your application. So I'm currently in the Inhouz Cloud subscription management module. As you can see, we have a bunch of services, some external, some internal. Internal services are pretty much restricted to just people within your organization. Only people within your account or within your organization can sign up to internal subscription services, right? So those tools are internal tools, right? Web apps, APIs, right? Now we have the external, which is basically open to everyone that has an internet connection. Now the question is, if it's open to everyone, can you have further restrictions? Yes, you can. In the previous videos, we've gone over age restrictions, we've gone over country restrictions like allowed countries, blocked countries. We've gone over email top level domains and email based domains restrictions. In this video, we're going to look at user allow list. So basically, only users in the allow list will be able to sign up to said application. All right. For this, we're going to be looking at our support auth external service. I already have it opened up here. So, to add, a user allow list restriction, all we need to do is go to the configurations tab and then jump into the restrictions tab within there. Click on add restriction and select our user allow list. Okay. So now the way this works is that only users who are in this allow list will be able to sign up to our application. There are two scopes. You could make this, restriction work for only the initial sign up. This means that after one person signs up, then they can add anyone from their accounts without having to go through, without that person being in the allow list. Or we can make it to where all signups, right? The initial sign up, and when that person tries to add more users, we could make it to where every single user has to be in the allow list for them to be able to sign up. So to add a user to your allow list, all you need to do is just put in the user's email. So let's say I have someone called Josh at inhouse.io. All right. So now this person is part of my allow list. Whenever a sign up comes in, we're going to take that email and we're going to go over here and we're going to check to see, hey, is this person in the allow list? And if they are, then we're going to let them go through. So now I know what you're thinking. What if I have an application that has millions of potential users? Do I have to come in here and type every single person that goes through my onboarding? And the answer is no, right? This is Inhouz Cloud after all. So let's just go back to the inhouse.io. Let's go to our Inhouz Cloud console. If we go over to the functions tab, we're going to create the function and we're going to say dynamic allow list. Okay. And we're just going to say this function adds users to the allow list of a subscription service. Create, give our workflow a name of workflow, and then we can add a step for adding to subscription service user allow list. So we can add and we can remove as well. So we're just going to go to add, and all we need to do here is just provide the subscription service ID. Now, of course, if we wanted to make this very dynamic, let's say we wanted to make this something that was used in an API. So we already have the request body. So you can imagine if we had something like, let's just call this add response. So let's switch this to code and we can say parameter dot request body dot subscription service ID. So let's just go ahead and just assume, right, that it's you have this all set up with an API, okay? And if you want to see how APIs work, go watch the in-house API tutorial videos and you will know how this whole thing works. All right. So this is optional. If we wanted to, let's say, we did not want to specify a specific service, but we wanted to just specify the application itself, then we would just have to go find what application that is. Let's go over here to the application. So this was our support me app. We have the asset ID. We could copy and paste that, or like we're doing right now with an API, we can assume that it's part of our API request body. So we can say asset ID, and then we could then dynamically add the user. So let's say parameter dot request body dot email. Okay. And if we are using an API that is already restricted, you know what I mean? And we already have an API key, then we don't need to provide an API key here. But if we do not have that, then we need to, and then we can just say, we want to return the add response. So here we've basically just written a function that can then be used in an API. And it could be as simple as, let's just go to an existing API. We just go to an existing endpoint and just pick one random endpoint. And we're just going to change this to our dynamic allow list. Now, there's one thing we did not do. We did not deploy. Let's just make sure it's deployed. And then after it's been deployed, we can go ahead and select it. All right. That's simple. And now if we save our endpoint and we ping it, whatever, go watch the in-house API videos. But basically, let's come back to this. You can add users to the allow list, from the user interface, or you could programmatically add them to the allow list. And also you saw how that there was also an option to remove users from the allow list. Let's go back to our function. I don't think we have it open anymore. Jump back to that function. As you can see here, let's rearrange this really quickly. Let's say allow. We can remove users from the allow list as well. And it's, a very, very similar looking function. All right, that's it for this video. This is all part of the in-house firewall module. You can restrict access to specific users based on whatever reason. It could just be that this application was meant for 5 people. You just go in there, add all 5 of them. Or maybe you have an onboarding process. Maybe you have a questionnaire that the users have to answer, and then people who meet certain criteria get programmatically added to the allow list and then get emailed the sign up link to sign up. You could build fantastic sign up workflows. The beauty is you have full control and you get to have the restrictions that you want. All right, that's it for this video. See you in the next one.